Hello everyone, and welcome to another Starcraft 2 match. This is going to be a live match, however the commentary, not so live. I'm going to commentate this after the fact. 3, 2, 1. Oh, let's extend the current frame. Look at that win streak I'm on. Red means win, right? I think so. So, Steps of War versus Kowakski, the Zerg opponent. And myself spawning as Terran with the inappropriate unit icon. I play like a Zerg and I use a Protoss icon when I play Terran only. That's my strategy. It's kind of like going random.
Not enough minerals.
Alright, so since it's Steps of War, but that already scares me. His APM is so fast he can't even like type properly. This is like mass spam. So since it's Steps of War and it's a short distance, I'm going to try to intercept any attempt at a, like a 15 hatch from my Zerg opponent.
You scared me. It's your dime.
Same time, I've noticed the pros do this. They double up on the closest mineral patches prior to even getting one guy on the far away patches. So I'm going to try to mimic that myself.
SCV ready. We hear you.
Anything to get me that 400 minerals a smidge quicker for my expansion is always handy, especially on a small map like this. I need to keep my command center hotkeyed on 4 and my scouting SCV hotkeyed on 1.
SCV ready. Yeah.
Joining my base, checking me out. Same time, not seeing any expansion, so I'm going to go looking for... Oop, never mind. Gotta check the 6 pool just in case, you never know.
Roger.
But now that I see this drone out here, I'm going to block the expansion.
Big job, huh?
At the same time, blocking my own expansion because I'm late,
Our
big time.
SCVs are under attack.
Yep.
Ah, finally got us surrounded properly.
What's going on? Yeah.
I noticed the pros never do what I just did there, go for the surround on the
SCV ready.
scout drone.
What, you run out of Marines?
And I'm not sure the reason for that. Is it because it's not worth it because of the resources you lose, or is it because they assume their opponent will be like super fast APM and be able to like do the mineral trick to get away before you can kill it?
Uh-huh. Woo-hoo. Overtime.
But for me, I think it's worth denying the scout. I think. I don't know. I watch these pro replays and they'll have like drones run right through the mineral line, they won't even react to it.
Ah, you scared me.
So it makes me think I'm probably wrong.
Big job, huh?
So I'm in okay shape here. Screwed my build a little bit late on the first command center, but more or less okay. Pulled my SCV home that was trying to block his expansion because I'm sure he's going to have Zerglings out any moment now, so I won't be able to block it any longer. One option you can do is throw down Engineering Bay. Doesn't kind of doesn't work well for my build, as my build is so like there's not a whole lot of room to spend extra minerals early, at least not until you have the fortress down.
In the rear with the gear. You're the boss.
I guess I'm gonna play a little ring around the rosy here.
Yep.
More Zerglings.
Yeah, whatever.
Trying to get the range upgrade.
Upgrade.
Helps a lot versus the run by, as the range will help cover the ramp almost entirely.
Bad news. SCV ready.
Don't actually have a Marine,
I'm going.
so I have to kill this guy the old-fashioned way. Just a drill to the head.
SCV ready.
Little Zergling lobotomy.
Huh? Will do.
And I'm kind of late on the progress of my build here. Orbital and factory should have already been going at this point. But at least my economy isn't suffering. I can spend that money pretty quickly, I think.
Well, butter my biscuit. Yes, sir.
Range upgrade will delay those
Complete.
factory and orbital command. I think it's worth it though.
Research complete.
Yeah.
Although Bailing Bus wouldn't come this early anyway, so well maybe it would. I don't know.
SCV ready.
Better safe than sorry, I guess.
SCV ready.
And that's what the range upgrade is mostly for, is to stop the Bailing Bust. If you can start popping those Bailings as they're running up the ramp, it'll help a lot from them being able to snipe that supply depot.
In the rear with the gear. Yes, sir. Ah, you scared me. SCV ready. You're the boss. Yep.
At least my starport's a little bit further out from my command center, just so it can give me some pretty good sight on my base. Because any Nidus Worm that completes inside my main base will absolutely end the game. It's devastating when I'm going Bio Ball, but even here where I don't have any units whatsoever at this point in the game, you definitely gotta kill it before it completes. In fact, I don't even know what I'd kill it with here. SCVs, I suppose. Not sure if that would work. I should get some more early Marines just for this reason. But scouting, I see the Evo Chamber, which makes me think ground units, but then I see a Spire, so maybe some ground play with just a handful of Mutalisks to harass with. That'd be my guess. But having seen the Evo Chamber, I think I gotta get ready for some sort of Roach run by, so I'm throwing up a bunker in my front line.
Ready to blunder.
One of those many losses you saw on my record there recently was to a Roach Rush just blowing through my front line.
It's your dime.
Should actually commentate all those games and like title it "How to Lose to Everything," because I basically lost a different way every single game.
Victory.
Although most had the common theme of stupidity. A couple of them are actually decent matches.
Yes, indeed.
Additional supply depots required.
SCV ready.
Additional supply depots required.
Supply capped, but also having seen that Spire a moment ago, I think it's about time to get the air turrets down. Spire was just starting, but I think his mutas should be popped by now, so I really gotta get these
Will do.
air turrets down. I'm taking a long time, finally. Okay. Let's just hope he hits my expansion first.
I'm going. Move it.
Especially since he knows the expansion's there. I know when I harass my banshees, I always like to check the expansion before I head in.
Additional supply depots required.
Yeah, whatever.
It's supply cap for a long time, which sucks. Kind of over-queued on my command centers, but
Base is under attack.
at least that means I'll have perfect macro at building SCV after SCV at the cost of spending money I didn't have to.
Our SCVs are under attack.
It's kind of unfortunate. It's in the pocket inside my base where my Ravens are supposed to hide. So, actually pulling my Viking back, and I'll probably pull out my Marines here, I think. Yeah. Just waiting to finish that missile turret. Now I'm going to pull the Marines to see if I can just kind of lure them towards the air missile turret.
SCV ready. SCV ready.
So he saw a triple starport, but he did not see the Ravens. At least I don't think he saw the Ravens.
Yo. What's going
So I don't mind that. That usually means a response of either Hydras, Mass Mutas, or Corruptors.
Will do.
And Mass Mutas and Hydras I think are very poor counter to Ravens. They just don't do well versus auto turrets whatsoever. And that's really should be your target when you're trying to counter this build, is to kill the auto turrets, not the Ravens. Corruptors are a little more annoying because auto turrets don't hurt Corruptors much because of their low damage per hit and the high
SCV ready.
armor on the Corruptors. But at least Corruptors is better than
Additional supply depots
him pumping ultras or roaches, which I definitely don't want.
Bad news. SCV ready.
But having seen that early Evo chamber, I'm guessing he already has a bunch of roaches on the field already. So Roach Corruptor could be a pretty good problem for me.
Add-on complete.
Yeah, I do notice I'm clicking the unit icons a lot. I've tried to put a little bit more effort to using the hotkeys. I do it when I remember, but yeah, it's going to be a hard habit to break for now.
SCV ready.
My last live session I actually posted on Team Liquid, and I basically just said,
Armed and ready.
I'm an okay diamond player, but I know basically every single person I play has better macro than I do, so watch this VOD of me playing and critique me to hell. And they are happy to oblige.
Overtime.
So yeah, the consensus is that I should be using hotkeys more.
SCV ready. What's going on?
Base is under attack.
Roger.
Probably actually should have landed those command centers. There was only 2 mutas on the field. And if he draws his whole army in to attack one of those expansions, then I'm just going to be able to counterattack him pretty hard with my ravens.
Why not?
I should have cleared out this Zelnaga before I sent my ravens over.
Been waiting on you.
Part of the strength of this build is if he's not prepared for it, he can get a lot of drone kills before he gets his army in position. And since you are using ravens, he can attack anywhere from any angle.
Order accepted.
It's usually not that hard to get the sneak attack going.
This better be good. Right away.
So I see this is kind of a new expansion, so I just do a handful of turrets and then I head into his base to try to take out his tech.
Raven online.
Zerg often have very little defense in their main base. And yeah, if you can slaughter his tech buildings, it just completely screws them up. But he was fairly quick to respond. I guess he saw me fly over from his expansion. There's the roaches and infestors and corruptors. Good thing he didn't fungal me there. That would have been pretty painful.
Your forces are under attack.
Ooh, nice juicy expansion here. And I shift click instead of just flat click. There we go. Oh, that's sick losing a Raven to a Queen. Because they'll automatically start attacking auto turrets as soon as you land one auto turret. So all I had to do is place an auto turret before I died there.
Your forces are under attack. Your forces are under attack.
You're the boss. Who wants some? Ah! You scared me.
Your forces are under attack.
Yeah.
The bunkers is a new thing I do now since I always have lots of minerals on this build. Evident by the amount of minerals I have stored up right now. I usually get a lot of marines, and then my use of the marines is almost
Your forces are under attack.
useless. I use them for just like stupid attacks and stuff that don't do a whole lot. So I figure it's better actually to try to keep my expansions alive just by throwing mass bunkers up everywhere. Like honestly, with the amount of minerals I bring in, there's really no reason I shouldn't be able to get like 6 bunkers per base with a fortress. That should hold off a good amount. Even ultras would probably have a little bit of trouble against that. And for that reason, also I get +1 on my marines. And combat shield and sim's almost optional. Now you can stim units that are inside a bunker in SC2, so stim would actually be pretty good if you can handle that. Here's how not to split. I think I put everything SCV I had on gas and forgot to do the shift click method.
Go ahead.
Spending way too much time here just to get these things saturated properly. There we go.